How y'all doing? Happy Friday in my world. Happy whenever you'll see this in your world, okay? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sleepy. If you know me, thank you so much for coming back to see it, girl. I appreciate you. All the things, all the love. Besos. If you do not recognize this face, however, my bad. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Yes. Where faith is a muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. Y'all know dilly-dallying. Trying to keep my eyes open. So tonight I did my little exercise. I did not feel like it. Didn't feel like it. I feel like my eyes crossing right now. I didn't feel like doing my exercise. But a word that I got in 2019 from God and things I've been seeing pop up is do it anyway. If you're tired, if you feel like you're just don't got it, do it anyway. Get the work done anyway, because the results of doing that you'll benefit from rather than not doing it. The point, I did it, and on my exercise walk and all the things, I was thinking out loud, praying out loud. And I was thinking about the opportunities that I get to have again. And I don't necessarily mean by like some big opportunity. I mean just everyday opportunities to get something better the next time. And what I mean by that is pertaining to dealing with people. And I think about today in my little librito, it was talking about God being faithful. There's a verse in the Bible that says, the grass withers, the flowers fade, but the word of God remains forever. And I think about that now in this context, is that so many things happen, so many relationships are formed, and so many relationships break. So many things happen between people because people are imperfect. We fluctuate with our feelings, with what we feel one day, with what we decide the next day. And I was thinking about the opportunities I get to get things right the next time. Like yesterday's video, if you're following me, I had an opportunity to humble myself because something in an interaction happened with me and somebody through the computer, right, via email. She said something to me that I felt offended by. And in that moment, God gave me the opportunity through the time, space, and the person sitting next to me, perspective to say, look, here's another way to deal with this. Here's another way to address this. Another way to do it that'll get you better results. And as I'm learning about myself, learning about people more, learning about all the things, I'm just really just thankful and grateful that I get another opportunity to do things right with people, because I know there's been times in the past that I've said things to people, done something that may have hurt their feelings, or I may have reacted in a certain way, or I may have done something and it wasn't in the best judgment. And I didn't know if I was going to get another opportunity. I'd hope so, but I didn't know if I was going to get one to make it right. And I just think about all the times that I've gotten opportunities to make things right with people. I had that opportunity in that moment yesterday to make something right, because I did do what my coworker suggested. I replied today, and then the response I got from that person was, oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm like, wow. So I read in Psalm 119. And this is like really long, right? All of this is the same chapter. And it's basically a poem. And what I got from it of what this whole poem is each of these give credit to the proven results and success of following God's instructions, as opposed to the consequences of not following them. And so, let's see, at the end of verse 32 says, I will pursue your commands, for you expand my understanding. Meaning I'm going to follow your instructions because by that you give me more understanding, right? Boom. I read it in this version. And it says, I will run in the way of your commandments. I'm going to go in the direction of your commandments, of what you're telling me. When you enlarge my heart. This version says, for you expand my understanding. This one says, when you enlarge my heart, I'll be able to do that. And I think about how many times I've gotten down on myself for not being able to do something, but not knowing now I just didn't have the capacity for it. Enlarging my heart, enlarging my capacity to do things. Like I have to take a moment now to respond to things. I have to think about, okay, Ask God, please enlarge my heart, enlarge my capacity to be able to endure, like 1 Corinthians 13 says. The definition of love in 1 Corinthians 13 is very much so many verbs that don't sound sexy at all. Patience, kindness, long-suffering, endurance, not wanting my own way, not being arrogant, not boastful. All of those things, it takes humbling. It takes humility to be able to love somebody correctly. Oh. So above all, I'm really just thankful for the opportunity. And this is my charge and to whoever's watching this right now. If you have the opportunity, because we all gonna mess up with each other, right? Whether it's your friend, your family member, your romantic relationship, your boss, whoever. If you have the opportunity to go back and rectify, to go back and apologize and make it better, take that opportunity and do so. I was gonna say really think before you speak, but a lot of times we get hot in our emotions. We get real, it happens sometimes quickly that we don't have time to really stop, pause, breathe, and just respond graciously. So if you do have another opportunity to make something right with somebody, please take it. That's it. Go about your business. I am tired. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, esta día que te estoy hablando a ti misma, my eyes have probably crossed 3 times while making this video. If nobody has told you today, I want to tell you that I love you. Because listen, life be lifing out here, but get what? We are going to prosper regardless. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.